So getting on that plane, I had certain thoughts about the interview, and I did say to myself, rip up the game plan. You ever hear like, yo, everybody got a plan till they get punched in the face? Like, you got to rip up the game
Ain't
plan.
no game plan with him.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, honestly, because I didn't have that much of a big camera crew. Like, we didn't. We had like two DSLR cameras, and I had like a vlogging joint. And when they had told me, because his team said he wanted this whole like extensive look for what the interview was gonna be, like the silhouette thing where it's like dark, but it's like a spotlight thing, and you can't see nothing. And I was thinking,
That's usually how he does his shit.
yeah, and I was thinking, I'm like, all right, so this is gonna require some production people, some gaffers, all type of things, and it worked in my favor because we got to use what we had, and it came off more authentic. Like, as soon as it started unfolding like this, I said, listen, I want to capture every moment, that no matter if this never comes out or it doesn't happen, this is going to be a record of what's going on.
Can
And
I give you some good news and bad news? Because
what's
I know Ye.
what's the good and bad?
Good news is I think you did a great job following his direction and following his lead. Bad news is you fucked up and you probably will never get another interview out of him.
Why do you think that?
Because when he told you to get on that jet, if you would have got on that jet, nigga, you would have came back with a movie. The fact that you did, I know him. The
Yo,
nigga does me the same way. Look, bro, I swear, watch this. Ye tell me, whack, pull up. I pull up. This is no lie. The nigga, he ran out of gas, bro. The nigga literally ran out of gas on the 405 free off ramp.
yeah.
I pull up, right? Boom. And I'm like, what's up, bro? He like, whack, I'm out of gas. I'm like, all right, cool, shit. Let's go down here to get a gas can. Nigga, now we 4 deep in a Rolls Royce Wraith. Me, Ye, two his dudes. I get the gas, we put the gas in there. Ye say, y'all drive the thing, follow us. So I'm like, Ye, where we going? He like, Van Nuys Airport. We go to Van Nuys Airport. We pull up, right? We get into the valet. I said, Ye, I want to discuss the business with you. He said, okay, come on, shit, just get on the jet with me. Straight up. Swear to God. I said, what? He said, get on the jet with me. He said, you got something to do? I said, as a matter of fact, I do. He said, okay, well, if you want to discuss the business, you can get on the jet. I thought about it. Gus said, get on the jet. I jump on the jet. We shoot the motherfucking Milwaukee, Minnesota, some shit.
Mm.
Right? We land, Diddy's son, there was some basketball came, the Justin LeBoy, everybody there, right? So when we get on the jet, Ye started talking to me about what he had going on. I said, yeah, I want to talk some business with you. He said, first, Wack, I have to complete my thought. If I don't complete my thought, there's nowhere I'm going to hear your thought, right? Long story short, I didn't end up talking to this nigga about what I had to talk about till 4 days later, 4 days later.
What?
This is a fact. I'm telling you, but watch this. I get home. He sends me a group text. It's me and his assistant. Hey, check in with Wack. Let him know where we're going. Wack, you're open and welcome to come wherever I am. I enjoy talking business with you. Let's keep it going. I wake up in the morning, Wack, book me some studio time. Booked him studio time. What he liked was I didn't show up just because I knew where he was at. Right? He hit me, Wack, pull up, I pull up. Next thing you know, he calls me. I'm at the crib on the East Coast. Now, you're going to know this is true, Act. He say, Wack, remember I was on him about doing the feature for 6ix9ine?
Yeah, yeah.
He said, Wack, you still want the feature done? Yeah, he said, I got Vori down here. Come down, we in Austin.
Mm.
Remember, I jumped on the flight, shot to Austin. I called 6ix9ine. He in Miami. I said, meet us in Austin. Right? We get to Austin. We go in there, and we sitting there, Vori, listening to beats, boom, 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 picking out beats, all this shit. Nigga Ye tell me, listen, I'm not feeling rapping right now, but I gotta go somewhere in the morning. I said, okay, cool. You know, we'll wait right here for you. His phone rings. It's Elon, right? Him and Elon start talking. I'm in the background talking. Elon recognizes my voice. He said, yo, is that the guy? Such and such? Yeah. He like, listen, I'm gonna send my jet to get you. Bring him along. He said, oh, okay, cool. Wack, you want to go see Elon? I'm like, Elon who must? Yeah. He like, yeah, we gonna send his jet. All right, cool. Shit, whack.
This
We out
sounds like a
5:30.
movie.
He said we out 5:30 in the morning. The nigga 6'9" hits me up at 4 o'clock. I said, what up? He said, hey, motherfucker, don't miss that jet. Motherfucker, you the only chance I got. Right? You gotta make this shit happen. I said 6'9" back to Miami on the 6 o'clock. We jump on Elon's jet. Elon jet remotivated me, made me feel like a motherfucking ant. I ain't never been on no shit like this in my life. I'm used to like a 15, 20 second, then we in the air. This nigga jet is off the ground 3, 4 seconds. The hole is bigger, wings is... You can't even feel yourself moving in this motherfucker. I just saw the other day his jet cost $80 million. It just popped up, right? So we get to Brownsville. We go to to the SpaceX. We do the whole meeting and shit. And when I come see you, I'm going to show y'all this footage I got of that shit on my phone, because I got shit on my phone I ain't supposed to have.
No,
right?
you showed me before.
I showed you some shit. Okay.
Yo, this shit where the nigga starts the rocket.
Yeah, you saw it, right?
Nigga, I seen it.
So, yeah, right. So I'm telling Ye, I'm finna shoot back to LA. He like, no, I gotta go do a song tonight with Alicia Keys in New York. You with me? So I fuck it. We jump back on the jet. We go to New York. We get to New York. Kanye's looking for me. I'm like, bro, Alicia Keys be doing closed sessions, bro. Ain't no sense in me coming over there. I'm gonna go check on my crib and I'll be back to the hotel. So next day he called me, said, whack, book us some flights. We're gonna get out of here this evening. I said, we leave it private? He said, nah, we going back from JFK. Book the flights. Everybody coach, include me.
What?
You don't remember when Ye was flying coach? I swear to God, bro.
Why was he flying coach?
Listen, everybody, I'm finna answer one of your questions everybody be wondering about. So we go in the motherfucker. I don't want to fly coach. So I tell Ye, I said, Ye, they have flights for everybody but one person. He said, so what's the game plan? I said, the game plan is I'm going to catch another flight that gets me there 30 minutes before you, so I'll be waiting on you at the gate. I went and jumped on JetBlue Mint. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to fuck with that coach shit. That's too long, right?
Why the hell he coach?
He flying coach, right? So when I get back, and we get back, he say, whack, book some studio time. I said, all right, cool. I said, they got Challenge Studio B open. He said, whack, put me in A. I said, Game is already in A. He said, okay, cool, fuck it, I can go in there too, right? So we get to Challenge Studio B. He goes, gets his massage. The mobile lady comes out, and he goes in Studio A. I've been moving around with this nigga about a couple weeks now. What do you think happened that night in Studio A?
He cut a record?
He cut the Game single. So when everybody talking this video and this, one had nothing to do with the other, bro.
Hey, by the way, a couple of people hit me and they said, they told me the same thing. They said, that's your one fuck up. They said, why didn't you go?
You should have got on that jet. If you would have got on that jet, bro, let me explain something to you. You probably would have came back with a couple million in your pocket. Whatever he had going on, he'd have cut you in, gave you some points, and that nigga you would have had a movie. You should have got on that jet, bro.
Damn, you just made it seem like I should have been up in Japan right now.
You should have, bro, he was going to give you a seat on the jet. It probably wasn't nothing about 5 people going to be on the jet. The nigga jet carried 16. Like, you should have got on the jet. When you make sacrifices for him, he sacrificed for you, bro. You should have got on that jet.
Now you got me thinking. Hey, what did you take away? And listen, I'm down for whatever Q&A you had set up. What did you take away from his answers? I mean, he's not backing down from some of the things he said in relation to Jay-Z, the tweet.
I think he's poking the bear, bro. He's poking the bear.
He's doing it harder than he's ever done before now. I'm gonna be honest.
No, he's poking the bear fucking with Kendrick, bro. He taking shots.
The fuck Kendrick?
Man, that nigga said, bro, he said Drake is way better. Which
he's correct.
Agree.
He's correct.
Yeah, you're gonna agree.
No. He's correct.
There's no act. We done already did this 18 times. We don't gotta waste time. We know your point of view. We know my point of view, right?
He's talking about importance to rap music, though.
He also said that the Super Bowl, the halftime show was whack.
I mean, come on now.
And he also insinuated that the only reason why Kendrick got the Grammys was based upon they were against Drake. And he also said, and I'm number one, nigga, not you.
I mean, Kanye West is the
And he said Kendrick ain't got no hits. Now, you know that ain't true, bro.
Okay, maybe the last one ain't true, but Kanye West is the greatest hip hop artist of all time. He's always number one. And Drake's my guy, and I still say Kanye was the greatest hip hop artist of all time.
Who did?
Kanye said he was jealous.
And Ye did say he was jealous. So I'm gonna be real. Right now.
He like it
right
himself.
Now, Ye, you my nigga. Ye, you know you my nigga. You my nigga, Ye. But right now, bro, right now, if I was Kendrick, I would take off on his ass, and Kendrick got the edge. I think now, I'm gonna tell you why. No one
expects Kanye to rap battle.
I'm into bullshit. You have to.
Kendrick Lamar is only a battle rapper.
He said too much.
Yo, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you. You know what?
Too much. If Kanye, listen.
You know what? Be more fair. Let him do a versus. Kanye would beat him 20-0. Kanye would beat him 20-0 in the verses. He's not gonna rap battle with him.
We ain't talking about no verses. We talking about in the ring today. Listen to me, bro. If Kendrick,
who got more hits, Wack?
If Kendrick, we're not talking about that. Ain't got nothing, nigga. Did
he's
that
not
mean
about
something? Buster Douglas whooped Mike Tyson ass. Didn't mean shit, did it?
He's not about a battle rap.
Listen to me.
Yo, if Kanye was gonna respond with raps, Drake dissed him.
After everything Kanye said, and I love Ye to death. After all the crazy shit Ye said, if Kendrick took off on him and dissed him,
hell no,
and he didn't respond, nigga, they gonna look at him like you ain't shit.
No, they would kill Kendrick
would
because
Drake and something like that. Kendrick would bury Drake.
No. You know why they would kill Kendrick? Because Kendrick would be showing that he's a one-trick pony. He's a battle rapper. That's it. He's a battle rapper.
Get the fuck out of here. How nigga go disrespect the nigga and then you say no.
You heard him say in the interview, I make better music than these niggas. That's a fact.
Now watch this. I'm gonna show you. Now act. Let me teach you about politics, right? And I'm gonna use
Top Dog must got you on a hell of a retainer. This is crazy.
Oh no. Look, Top Dog been extremely busy. Actually, they're all highly upset at me. Top Dog, Birdman, QCP, they all highly upset at me.
Why?
They called me the other night in R&B. Did they not call me the other night and scold the fuck out of me? Mm-hmm. This is a fact. Right? So listen to me. Kendrick has the edge at that for a few reasons. Walk with me. One, he already on fire with it, so he already got the people with him. Two, the powers that be, if you guys are insinuating they altered or controlled something with him and Drake, what the fuck you think gonna happen now?
Whack, man.
Whack. Act, listen to me. Listen to look at what's going on. They are going to pump Kendrick in every way they can, bro. Think about what I'm saying, bro. Hear me. At least at the time, Drake had y'all both UMG. Bro, nigga, this nigga Kendrick gonna be on shit. He ain't never been. And then you know what's gonna be happening on the other side? Restriction. Think about it. I really think the politics will be in Kendrick's favor. Damn, you gotta ask, girl. Listen, I think the politics are really be in Kendrick's favor when it comes to just the overall how the music is gonna be pushed. When it comes to the rapping, I would love to hear how Ye would respond to a K-Dot diss, bro.
Here's the thing. I think if he was gonna respond musically, he'd make a better song. Yo, we can't compare Kanye West and literally a nigga who he would just be fighting. He'd be just going back and forth to murder Mook on URL. Kendrick ain't no artist like that compared to Ye.
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
Kendrick
if that's the case,
Kendrick should never be mentioned in the same caliber as Kanye West.
Drake is who?
What?
If that's the case, because the nigga you call him Murder Mook fucked over Drake, so Drake is who?
What do you mean? In a battle rap sense. In a battle rap sense, we're gonna give it to Kendrick. We give it to Kendrick in a battle rap sense. When nobody's taking away his battle rap.
Kendrick outdo Ye, is what you said.
Of course he can't compare to Ye in any type of facet other than being able to battle rap, bro. Like, it feels disrespectful.
But that's what we talk. We talking about a rap battle.
But why would wait, hold on. Why would
shit Ye was saying
why would
trigger a rap battle?
Why would Ye actually go in an arena of battle rap when that's never been his lane?
Bro, the shit he said on your interview, so why you didn't stop Ye from saying those things? Huh?
I mean, he was saying it right. He said,
why you didn't stop him?
Listen, what that got to do with a battle rap? When he said,
why you didn't stop him?
Hold on, let me restate what he said. He says Drake is a million.
Why I didn't stop him?
Why
you didn't stop him?
Because he was telling the truth. Drake is a million times more important to hip hop music than Kendrick Lamar. That's a fact.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's a fact.
Nigga, let me tell you something. Kendrick Lamar represents the epitome of every urban ghetto child, right? That come from every motherfucking ghetto area across the United States of America.
Huh?
Drake comes from motherfucking Canada, a motherfucking child little sitcom star. Fuck out of here. Bro, Kendrick, what he represents and stands for is way more motivational, bro, than what Drake stands for when it comes to our country, where the fuck he ain't from.
Hey, you understood that we said who is more important to music, not whose story we identify with more. Right? What Kendrick's story is definitely a story that I would believe that more people could identify with than Drake. Of course, his come up story, his life story, yes. But who is more important to music? Brother, you can't tell me a nigga who's basically Kawhi Leonard. He dropped every 5 years. You can't tell me that nigga is the most important person when it comes to hip hop music over Drake. Stop it. We need to stop it. Come on, we gotta stop the delusion.
Listen, we take nothing from Ye, but like Ye say, I fuck with Kendrick. He's very important. You gonna stop downplaying who he is, because if Kendrick was a New York nigga, you be on his dick right now.
No, Kendrick represents one part of hip hop that is very important, but only one part.
Kendrick represents the epitome of hip hop.
No, that's not true.
That's a fact.
Kanye West represents the epitome of hip hop. That's why he's the greatest hip hop artist.
Kanye West represents a versatility of hip hop.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Somebody that can change the game in hip hop.
Who got a better catalog?
Ye, at this point.
At this point, he ain't never gonna change. Who's a better hip hop artist overall?
We don't know, bro. Shit happens.
Who's a better hip hop artist overall?
At this point, right now, today, I'm going with Kendrick.
You crazy. Listen, Kanye West is...
Kanye is not focused on hip-hop right now.
Yo.
He's focused... Kanye is
even when he's unfocused,
even
when he's unfocused, he drops albums and he's still working on albums that is...
Ye is focused on positioning the people.
Hold on, but he'll even when he's unfocused, he'll be working on projects that 10,000 times will be more revolutionary and revolutionize not only sound but the current state of music than anybody else. And I'm saying even Drake and Kendrick. We can't we can't be talking about like niggas like Kendrick Lamar compared to the fucking GOAT. Come on, bro. Like, come on. Like, does he rap better than him? Bro, yes, he does rap better than.
That's just like saying, and I know you're not gonna like this, but I'm finna put you in the trick bag. At one point in time, people would have said, you can't be comparing Kanye to people like Jay-Z. That's the GOAT. And look what has happened.
Well, yeah, he's a better artist. I mean, of course, he was behind.
Okay.
He was behind a lot of
acting like Kendrick ain't in his J bag on his build, bro.
Nigga, fuck out of here, bro. Are you serious? Yo, I understand he wore the KKK hoodie. I understand he's done some shit.
We not fighting him for that, bro.
Okay, but if we talk about strictly music, Kendrick Lamar can't hold a candle to goddamn. And by the way, I think Drake either on a music level. This guy is the epitome of music. He's the best musician of all time that's ever came that's ever been in hip hop. Has there been better rappers? Clearly. Drake's a better rapper. Kendrick's a better rapper, right? But overall, when it comes to hip hop artistry, when we think about the significant changes of sound in modern time that has spawned the likes of whether it's the Travis Scott, the Kid Cudis, all of these other people, Kanye is the originator, and Kanye changed hip hop. He single-handedly, the pink polo guy, changed hip hop from all of this, like, yo, go shorty, it's your birthday, and many men, to basically what emo rap eventually came on. Without him, I don't even think that people like even Kendrick even get spawned, and I don't even think that we get people like X. I think the majority of hip-hop came from Kanye West. I'm sorry. I got to give it up to him. The guy's the most important. Could you call him a little bit like, he's a little bit loony at times, you may say? Sure, you can say that, but is he the greatest single most important artist of all time when it comes to hip-hop music? Absolutely.
Do you know where Drake made his first mistake with Kendrick?
You tell me.
When he said Kendrick is rapping like he's trying to free the slaves.
I heard someone else say that. That's wrong.
What you trying to do?
That's wrong.
What you trying to do? Keep them enslaved?
No, that's
he's
wrong.
He's supposed to be rapping like he's trying to free the slaves.
I hate when people try to rewrite.
No.
I hate when people try to rewrite the history of that battle. The reality is this. Fuck the mistakes and fuck the
Ain't no mistake.
No, here's the thing. It's not about what Drake's first mistake was. It's about who had the first knockout punch, and it was not like us. Anything else with the battle is inconsequential.
Listen,
who cares if you did AI on a beat?
So you agree right now that Kendrick ain't a walk in the park if it was a Kendrick Ye rap battle?
If I'm Ye, why would I rap battle versus a nigga that's all he know how to do? I would say this. I would bet I'll put $100,000 on it. If Kanye West locks in the music for, I would say 2 weeks, it's impossible for Kendrick to make a better album than him. This guy's a musician.
We're not talking about an album, we're talking about rap battle.
Yeah, bro, who cares about a rap battle?
Bro,
yo, Pusha T won a rap battle and he's back in the trenches.
Are
respectfully.
You saying that Ye, in your interview, didn't shoot missiles at Kendrick?
Yeah, he shot missiles because he's the king of this hip hop shit.
Shoot missiles,
yeah, hold on. The missiles don't only get handled with rap battle. He said, "I'm the king of this shit," and when I say who's important, that's who's important. He's the king.
Supposed to say he's the king. We have many kings.
Well,
in the motherland, there were many kings amongst.
It's a sad day that you're taking like we're giving Kendrick top tier ability to be able to rap battle. I'm giving that to him. Before the battle with Drake, I used to say he was unproven. Now I can say he's definitely proven. Okay, great. I won't take that away from him. But if you're gonna talk about him and Kanye West in terms of music making, yo, this nigga Kendrick had a whole career, and his career never got this big. Yo, play this. Play this. Kanye didn't have to get a uptick in his career by rap battling. You know what he did? He made My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Graduation. He made College Dropout. He made Late Registration. He made 5 classics in a goddamn row. He's a rapper with the most amount of classics. What are we talking about? Kendrick's last few albums ain't even fucking with Donda. Let me ask you a question. Whack, can I ask you a question? Is Kendrick's last couple albums fucking with Donda?
You ain't getting another interview ever again, so you might want to stop dick riding. Just tell the truth.
I'm telling the truth. Hey, if I'm telling the truth and I relate it to Drake, and you know Drake my favorite rapper, but I can't deny the nigga's the greatest hip-hop artist of all time, that's Kanye West. Drake to me is the greatest rapper of all time, but there's a difference between rapper and artist. There's also a difference, and so I'll give you maybe Kendrick's the greatest battle rapper of all time. Drake the greatest overall rapper, and then we're gonna give Kanye the greatest artist of all time. That's how it is. Come on. Stop this. Come on, we gotta stop this delusion.
Are you talking about rap?
Everything is rap. But hip hop, the core element is rap, but we all know the artist takes that rap to a different level. Like, again, Dr. Dre, obviously one of the greatest producers of all time, but he's a great also artist. That's why he could create he could create these projects even for himself, even though he's not a natural rapper, but they'll be classics too. Kanye, Amari West is the greatest hip hop artist of all time. There's not even a 1A, there's no 1B. It's just him. He's looking out at everybody. This is the reason why he can say whatever he want. We'll never cancel him. We'll always give him another chance. If anybody else did half of that, we're done with them. Kendrick included, Drake too.
Let me tell you something, Act. You have fake because you still haven't put on the White Lives Matter shirt and took a picture, and you scared to put on a motherfucking KKK uniform.
Why? What the hell that got to do with this conversation we having? What the hell?
Why wouldn't you put it on? You saying what you mean? That's your leader, right?
No. Listen, you know, there's certain things, and we could have discernment, right? For example, I could give Kanye the credit for being the greatest hip hop artist of all time, and still say I don't agree with all of his thoughts. Right? If I agreed with all of his thoughts because he was the greatest, that'd be called dick riding. It's like the same way how Kendrick fans think because he's a good battle rapper, like he's impervious to lying. He's impervious to doing anything that every other man is fallible to. Like they act like he's Jesus. That's dick riding, right? So I'm saying Kanye greatest.
That's giving that man his credit, his status.
Say again?
That's giving him his status, giving him his credit.
No, everybody act like Kendrick could do no wrong. Like hey,
man, let me ask you a question, man. Can I line up an interview with you and my nephew over there? I mean, I don't know if you can handle it.
Who?
You know who I'm talking about off the West Coast.
Who? Daylight? You Malone? Who?
No. I think you're a little scared of him. Come on, you know who?
Who?
He said he'd never talk to you, but I think I could get him to do it.
Who? Wait. Who?
Come on, bro.
Wait, who? Who don't want to talk to me? They love me on the West.
Come on, bro. You know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro.
Chad, who's he talking about?
You know.
Who? Throw me a hint.
You really go. He's the voice of the West Coast.
Who's the voice of, like, media wise?
He's the voice of the West Coast.
When it comes
his co-host name is Gina Views.
If it's the voice of the West Coast, it's Adam 22. It would come to, he's the biggest media personality on the West. I'm sorry. Adam 22 is the biggest media personality on the West. Who else?
So you scared to talk to nephew?
Are you referring to DJ Head?
There we go. See, I was gonna make you put some respect on this thing.
Wait, with all due respect,
got it.
With all due respect,
I was gonna make sure you put respect on his name. Stop acting like you don't know the fuck we talking about.
With all due respect, and this is why I say people laugh at the West Coast. We be treating y'all like the special kid in the class. Like, you know what I mean? When you get an F, we just give y'all an A. Because if he's the biggest voice on the West Coast, with a non-existent platform. With a non-existent platform, he basically don't got nothing going on. Like, I mean,
do you think you can handle a conversation?
Of course, I could handle a conversation with him. Here's the thing, though: it won't be a conversation in good faith. It won't be a conversation in good faith because we've had that conversation on stream, and he flat out said he refuses to give certain props to other people that might look disparaging to Kendrick because he came up with him. And when someone says that, hey, you're not having a good faith discussion.
I'm gonna line it up, bro. I'm gonna line it up. We're gonna line it up.
Would you have if you say someone's your brother and somebody wants to debate you objectively and you're like, well, I mean,
I debate you all the time, motherfucker.
Nah, but all right, hold on. See, I hate to bring this up, but remember when they were going around about what's the work, who got the work? I mean, you were doing that. When people said, well, why you ain't cover the work on QCP? That's your brother. You don't give a fuck what niggas say, and I like that you say that because some shit we ain't gonna. That's your bias, and you should have a bias.
Listen, check this out.
See?
Some people that don't do internet shit, I don't put them in internet shit. I'm just being real.
Whack, I've heard you talk about niggas I didn't even know they were. Whack, you talk about a nigga named Stutterbox. I was Googling who the fuck this nigga. I don't know who he is, bro. You be talking about
only because he allowed them to pull him into the internet shit.
No, but you talk about a lot of people that's not. You introduced me to half of the West Coast, bro. Like, you in the Hunter side. Because when I listen to y'all in the morning, I know y'all going to be talking specialized about certain shit. Y'all got the details. And I'm checking y'all out. But a lot of times, I'm Googling to say, who the hell is this?
I just mentioned QCP. I just told you they all called and chastised me the other day. like 1 in the morning.
What'd you do?
And I got this motherfucking woman over here who say she my motherfucking queen over here talking about tell him again.
Oh, don't tell me R&B was gassing it.
Oh my God.
No way.
What?